Happy Sunday. It's 7:10 and minus 9 degrees in the downtown core. Cold start, chilly start to the Sunday morning. Chris Abel, our tech expert, is joining us to discuss all things technology and AI and some adult content. What is going on? Chris, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hey. So yes, it's very interesting. OpenAI, that's the company that owns ChatGPT, has just announced two major changes that are happening in the early parts of next year. The first is they've done an incredible deal with Disney. Disney is now going to allow anyone who uses ChatGPT to create their own videos, their own stories, to be able to officially use characters and settings from Disney properties.
Really?
It means if you want to create your own Cinderella story, you can do so. Plus, Disney is the owner of Pixar and Star Wars. So, I mean, if you want, you can create your own Indiana Jones stories if you'd like to. And Disney's going to be okay with that. In fact, Disney says they're going to create their own show that will air on Disney Plus. That will curate the best fan-generated stories that are done using ChatGPT. The caveat, and this might show why is Disney doing this, is that Disney clearly thinks there's no controls for them. This is the future. They might as well just be involved. And so they've managed to, part of the deal is get ChatGPT agreed to not use or void the voices or likenesses of any of the actors.
Oh.
So yes, you'll be able to create your own Han Solo story if you want, but you will not have a story that looks like or sounds like Harrison Ford.
Wow. So you okay, let me just get this straight. So you have access to all the characters, right? But are we using our own voices, or well, how does that work? Do we know?
ChatGPT will generate computer-generated voices and computer-generated faces that kind of resemble the characters. It's, you think of if you've ever bought an action toy.
Yeah.
And, that's Han Solo, but it definitely doesn't look like Harrison Ford. It's kind of that kind of thing.
Okay, and then they also plan to release an adults-only mode for ChatGPT next year. There's so many changes. Things are changing so fast.
Yeah. So ChatGPT, or OpenAI, says that they've been working on technologies for their AI to be able to accurately identify the age of users. So if you're using ChatGPT should be able to sense that you are an adult, you're not a teenager. And so because of that, they say they will have that completed soon. They will then be able to offer an adult version of the service. So if you're an adult, you can generate and create your own content. And specifically, they're saying that this will allow you to create erotica if you want to. What they haven't really talked about, because those two deals, they do present. I mean, does this mean that we're going to see erotica featuring Cinderella?
Yeah,
or
that's
Princess
it.
Leia?
The mind can go in different places, and is that the kind of the unsaid thing? Is that where this is going? Do you think?
It's crazy because this is all content or things that companies and corporations like Disney usually would police.
Yeah.
This would be copyright infringement, and instead now they're encouraging it. So it's going to be a topsy-turvy world, I'm afraid.
Yeah, because I guess, as you said, they can't fight it, so may as well take some control over it still, though. I'm not let's leave Cinderella where she is, please, and thank you. Okay, Starbucks now has launched a camera for the holidays.
It's crazy. They've designed their own digital camera. The sad part is it's only currently available in China, and this is for the holidays. So they've released a retro digital camera. It's a camera that looks like a classic film camera with the lens on the front and a little rangefinder, but it's still a digital camera in terms of you take digital photos. It's got filters that you can apply, all sorts of cool things. It's launched in a beautiful red and gold kind of aesthetic that's perfect for the holidays, but this is only specific for the Chinese market. What I find interesting is that the camera, although it looks like a film camera that you're just going to look through the rangefinder, it's got dual sensors, meaning that, again, front and back, so you still can use it for selfies. It's very interesting. It's got a retro style, and it says Starbucks on the front. I don't know why Starbucks is getting into technology, although it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's only available in China. We'll see how well that does, and then maybe it'll come over to North America.
Interesting. Okay. This next story involves McDonald's, and I think we have some sound for this. Dean, you want to play the clip?
It's the most terrible time of the year. So you flee from the madness, the lights, and the cheer, and hide out in McDonald's till January's here.
Chris Abel, what was that?
So this is McDonald's. They decided to hire an agency that used, again, artificial intelligence to generate an ad in time for Christmas. The idea being that, when you have these major seasons happen, sometimes there's not a lot of time to create a new promotional campaign. They wanted to see if artificial intelligence could come up with something quickly. And the result has been a commercial that got so much backlash they had to immediately remove it from the airwaves. That's because the artificial intelligence, and they said some human writers as well, thought it would be funny if they came up with a commercial where the premise is that Christmas is actually the most terrible time of the year because Christmas can be so stressful, it can make things horrible happen, that you might as well just skip Christmas and go to a McDonald's restaurant and just hang out there until next year.
See, this is what happens. They try to use technology. Sometimes you need. Remember that series Mad Men? A lot of people work on advertising and concepts. Yeah. It's not as straightforward as that. Chris Abel, you are on social media, yes?
I am. You can find me with real Chris Abel on all the various platforms, X as well as Instagram.
Chris, it's always so interesting to chat. I'm still traumatized about the possibility of adult content and Disney characters. Let's leave it there. We will talk again next weekend.
All right. Take care.